And what we call a typical day at the campus of UCF with sunshine and sand and water behind us, we get a chance to chat. But this is a kind of significant where we broadcast from today, because it's kind of that beach atmosphere. I don't think you've heard the word tiki as much as you've had maybe in the last couple of weeks. So share with folks what no longer is the secret, but what is all the news about a Tiki Bar at the Bright House Network Stadium?
Well, I guess I was actually just trying to explain the concept of what we think we're going to do in the East Side Club, which is an open bar concept. I think I did use the word tiki, and it has created a lot of buzz. But the whole idea is create an environment so that when you see it, when you're in it, when you see it on TV, you know you're in Florida.
It's a branding thing because, I mean, somewhat joking aside, this is to kind of give a different look. There really is nobody has something like this, and strategically placed. Your thought is, when we got cameras that are looking at the side of the stadium, someone's going to say, what is that? It's going to get some attention.
Exactly. I want people, when they see Bright House Stadium, they know where that is. And I don't think anything says Florida better than palm trees, open air bars, ceiling fans, and yes, some tiki.
And just some background, people have heard about this. We're looking at 2014 for this, right? I mean, you know, we've got the upcoming season, so you're looking at a build out after the upcoming season, and then probably something in place for 2014, right?
That is correct, yeah.
News, of course, about the conference. Share with folks a little bit about how the name came about, the American Athletic Conference, and now a chance to have a brand. How important was it finally get a name done, and the process that you played in that?
I was just one of many ADs and presidents that were around the table when the names were being discussed, but we didn't leave it up to us. We actually brought in the Fifth Avenue experts that are experts in branding, and we probably started with 200 plus names in every configuration you could imagine. We kind of shrunk that down, got to I think 20, 25 names, and then started vetting it around the country in focus groups, and American just kept rising to the top. And so the American Athletic Conference, we're pretty excited about having a name, and of course it's a name. Now it's up to us to create the brand.
What are the 2, 3, or 4 things that athletic directors, presidents, and the commissioner now focus on the next few months?
Well, now we actually have to get into the mechanics of being a conference. While we've known our football schedule here for a while, we've got 15 other sports that we got to get their schedules set up pretty quickly, especially those fall sports. And then, of course, where are we holding championships? All those things need to really be vetted over the coming weeks and months. And so right now we're really getting down to, we've got a conference, we got a name, we know who's in the conference. Now all the actual processes, systems, and mechanics of running a conference.
The media money was not what you guys had hoped and projected, but nonetheless there's still plenty of positives about this deal with ESPN. What excites you regarding exposure for your premium teams?
Well, I think the fact that we're going to have every football game, every men's basketball game on ESPN, ESPN2, or ABC, national exposure. I think that that's the kind of exposure that we need as we're developing our brand to a national audience. And you combine that with the fact that our Olympic teams, as well as our championships, women's basketball, are all going to get that kind of platform as well.
You're building more facilities. Baseball will get its addition. You've got ideas and plans at Bright House Network Stadium. In this new league, you take a look at who our partners are, and people often compare facilities. We enter this new league with as good as facilities as anybody, and yet there's a demand to continue to add more. Give me your thoughts about how we stack with other people in the league and the plans to continue to grow at our campus.
You know, when you look at our venues, we stack up against anybody. And now it's time to start with the back office stuff. The Center for Student Athlete Leadership, the administration building, a football building, kind of the things that you're not necessarily going to see on game day, but those are the facilities that the student athletes need the other 6 days of the week. So that's where we're going to start to focus our building as we move forward.
You shared at a recent event about the importance of our I-4 rival with USF. It's competitive on the field, it's cordial in the idea that both parties understand together how powerful they are. Share with me some thoughts about that again as you go into this league, the two schools combined, and about some of the things we're going to look at even beyond our playing teams that fans get to be a part of.
You know, looking at the new league, in my opinion, one of the best things about it is that we're in the same league as USF, and it gives us an opportunity to really develop a natural rivalry on a national level. And so what we're looking to do, and we're working with them, is not only making this a game day rivalry, but a 365-day rivalry where it's all of our sports, it's our alumni. So we're looking at things like competitive blood drives, competitive community service projects, and how do we engage both of our fans year-round in some good, friendly competition, and really develop a rivalry that is going to be recognized nationally for not only what we do on game day, but what we're doing every day.
We're not that far away from the start of the football season, so what is the message to fans about why they should buy their tickets now and what they can look forward to as we move towards that football season?
Well, first thing, we probably have the best home schedule in the history of the program. With South Carolina coming in, USF coming in, and you just look from the beginning to end, it's going to be a great, great home schedule. But beyond that, we are now going to be on ESPN, ABC, ESPN2, national coverage. Having a full stadium is incredibly important as we introduce ourselves to a national audience. And so, one, I think for the fan, it's a great schedule. Two, for us, for UCF, and for us to actually show the value that we're bringing in our new conference, we need a full stadium. And then beyond that, while I know fans are purchasing parking spaces and a seat in the stadium, that is the revenue that allows us to offer these incredible young people scholarships. And so while it may be about the ticket and the parking space, that's what we're using to recruit and educate and develop leaders.
Don't forget, deadline coming up for season ticket holders to renew for the upcoming season happens at the end of this month, so be sure to get your seats for the upcoming season. If you're not a ticket holder, purchase your tickets by going online to UCFathletics.com or by calling our ticket office at 407 UCF 1000. For Athletic Director Todd Stansbury, I'm Mark Daniels. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next month.
Knights fan season tickets are now available for the upcoming football season. You can get them by calling the UCF ticket office at 407 UCF 1000 or by going online at UCFathletics.com.